AI slop is flooding every platform: social media, marketing assets, client presentations, and of course, mainstream design work. It's making all of AI use look bad. But here's what people aren't discussing much. There's a massive difference between AI slop and professional AI work. And before you click away, whether you love AI, hate AI, or you're just confused by all the noise, this video has something for you, and I really want you to stick around and find out what I have to say. What is AI slop anyway? It's badly created images and visuals, soulless copycat graphics that don't originate with an idea, fake-looking images that aren't solving a single design problem, and images with obvious problems such as 8 fingers on one hand, right? So here's the reality. You can ignore this completely, and you're going to fall behind competitors who actually know how to use AI professionally. And if you just jump in blindly, you're going to create garbage that's going to destroy your reputation. But here's the thing, if you get this right, you're going to have a clear competitive advantage, and that's the direction that we want to travel. So by the end of this video, you'll see a 5-point framework for creating professional AI work that not only builds your reputation, but completely avoids that AI slop kind of category, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's talk about the 5-point framework. It's pretty easy, and frankly, it's a lot of common sense. So first off, we want to start with human strategy. That's right, your ideas, your thinking, what you bring to the table. And I think before you even touch AI, have you defined the creative problem that you're trying to solve? And if you start with that, you're going to have better results. So what do you need? What should it look like? How are you going to be using it? These are all questions that you should have answers to before you go to AI to start building stuff. So AI slop is just, hey, let's see what cool images AI can make. And it's directionless. So the pro level of using AI, of course, is we're going to begin with the end in mind, and we're going to build stuff that we need. Point 2 here is that we want to maintain creative control. You're directing, AI executes. It's never the other way around. And the AI slop kind of point of view is just accepting what AI hands you in the first place and never just questioning or generating or tweaking or doing anything with it. And that's how AI slop gets out there in the wild. It's just on autopilot. So as a professional, we want to iterate and guide the AI toward our creative vision. It's got to serve a purpose, and that's the whole point. Point 3, of course, is that it has to solve real problems, right? Your use of AI has to serve real client needs. And we're not here just to make pretty pictures, we're here to solve problems. And the AI slop stuff that's out there is the whole thinking, hey, this looks cool, somebody will buy it. And my response to that is, no, they won't. It looks like AI made it. What we want is we're using AI and you can't tell. That's the point. The pro version here, of course, is that this has to work perfectly with our project. Point 4 is that we have to apply professional standards. So if it doesn't meet that standard, then you shouldn't let it out. And the AI slop version is, hey, it's just good enough. Good enough doesn't build reputation. When you're using AI and you're thinking about it from a professional point of view, it has to meet your professional design and quality standards or you're not using it. And the last point here, of course, is that we want to add your unique voice. So infusing your design expertise, your creative flair, and your artistic judgment. You're curating what's going on. You know that you can edit and tweak and layer and do a bunch of crazy stuff later. And that's the whole point of using this AI, is to get a lot of your work done quickly and get the stuff that's in your head generated so you can build something really awesome. So you're not accepting just generic AI stuff. The pro mindset here is that the AI is going to amplify your existing skills and your creative style, and it's just going to help you get to the finish line faster. So let's look at all 5 points real quick. So if you're already using AI, this framework is going to help you elevate your work. If you're skeptical about AI, a professional framework is going to help you maintain your professional standards. If you're curious, because I know a lot of people haven't really started down the AI road, and that's okay, a professional framework gives you a safe roadmap for actually using it.
And if you're just basically anxious about it, about what your clients or your colleagues or coworkers or your family or anybody else are going to say about it, a framework helps you maintain control every step of the way to get the result that you want, and you'll be actually proud to use it.
So I got a professional case study I want to show you. I helped produce an AI summit in Chicago, and this is the actual t-shirt design for this. And it was a variable data design print on some t-shirts. And what that means was every person who came to the event got their logo on it. You can see one right there in the lower right. We used AI to not only design the thing, but kind of figure some things out. So the AI here, using Midjourney, I used 3 components: organic shapes in the background, the fake embroidered patches at the back, and then of course the color blend that was pasted inside the shapes. All 3 of those were generated in Midjourney and assembled later, and let me show you how I did that. So here are some of the design elements that I created. I created a whole bunch of these, by the way, and here's the prompt that I used. This helped me maintain creative control. I started with the thumbnail and I knew what I wanted, and I used Midjourney to help execute on this idea of some sort of jigsaw puzzle looking thing in the background to keep everything together in the design. I also created some embroidery patches, and I used a prompt here for a horizontal one. And what was really cool here is on the print, we used a puff ink underbase for the mirrored edge of the embroidery to give that print a little dimension. And that was just a bonus of doing it this way. Again, we maintain creative control. I knew that I wanted a kind of pill shape for one, an oval shape for another, and a horizontal box shape with rounded corners for the third. You can see my prompt matches. I've got complete control of what I wanted, and I was able to drop in logos and do some stuff later. And then lastly, I created some color blends that we pasted inside of those shapes. We brought those shapes and live traced them, made them vector, and dropped in one of these color panels. And that allows us to explore some concepts and techniques and get the blend exactly right. And here's the prompt that I used for that. And then, of course, here's the final result. Right now, this solved real problems. This isn't AI slop. This is me putting stuff together and how I think and how I design. And frankly, before AI even came out, I would have been doing something like this. So this is using my unique voice, how I put things together to solve problems. And that's what you should be thinking about when you're using AI, no matter how you use it or what project you're doing. Using AI as a professional, I don't want you to be embarrassed at using AI. You need to lean into it. This is a professional tool. So you have to be comfortable talking about this so you can have conversations with clients, with colleagues, with people you bump into. It's not a badge of shame. It's just another tool that's going to help you execute your creative thinking and your strategy, because it's just like any other tool in your toolbox. Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Illustrator, Procreate, whatever you're using, you can use AI for that, okay? And that's the reason why we need to be having this conversation so you can get your brain wrapped around how to use this correctly. Now, of course, I want you to have some professional boundaries, because when we have a framework, we have some guardrails in place, right? And from a designer standpoint, if you can't define the design strategy, where you're going with it for your project, maybe you need to kind of take a minute and do a thumbnail or something so you know where to start. You want to absolutely maintain creative control, and it has to be about solving a problem. I would also say that we need to make sure that whatever you're generating meets your design and professional standards. And so if it isn't quite right, then keep working it. Don't just accept whatever you get, because your output has to reflect on your expertise. And these boundaries are to protect everything you value about your professional work. And that's why people come to you and trust you. Having a framework keeps us prepared, which is now more than ever as professionals. We need to be able to discuss AI in a calm, rational, professional manner. And I think having a framework and guidelines and guardrails about how you're using it is the perfect way to do that. And of course, your value in the marketplace comes from trust, your reputation, and executing on projects. And AI is just a small part of that process. It doesn't define you as a creative person. It's just one part of it. So don't give it more weight than it really needs. Your thinking is what matters. Your mind's eye view, your creative ideas are what matters. And then lastly, the design industry is evolving, how we're using AI is evolving, and some sort of framework that you've adopted is going to ensure professional growth because you have a foundation to build on. Needs more professionals who know how to use AI correctly. And that's why we've created a community for professionals just like you, the Midjourney Experience Academy. And if you want to master Midjourney with other design professionals, the link is right up there in the description. We focus on professional skill development and non-AI slop creation. We want to help you get better. Hey, well, thanks for watching and appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.